Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We are located in Fredrick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. In today's video, we're basically going to accomplish three things. First, we're going to take a look at a really nice truck. Second of all, we're going to talk about specific safety advantages these have over pickups. And thirdly, we're going to talk about maintenance, some service things that you can do after the purchase of the truck. So this is a 2023 Freightliner M2 106. The conversion is Summit Hauler. So as we start out and look at it from the side, we can already see one of the big safety advantages it has over pickups, and that is simply the size and the mass of it. If we are in an accident, our chances of walking away are substantially higher in this than a pickup. Now, it's a couple of things we notice on the truck. We see it comes with two storage components, a smaller one in the back and a larger one in the front of the bed. And as we open it up, we see it's diamond plated. Plus, there is a hookup for an air hose if one is needed. Underneath here is the trickle charger that assists the batteries in maintaining power. An example of when you would use that, if you're in your travels and you want to leave the lights on the interior on at night, you can simply plug that in to a 110 outlet to assist the batteries. Under here is one of two fuel tanks. They both hold 50 gallons. As the truck is sitting in rest as it is now, that fuel is going to balance itself out. However, when you fuel it up, you're going to want to do that independently. And right beside it is a 6-gallon DEF tank. This is the block heater. We are definitely into that time of year where ideally you can plug that truck in overnight. Now, as we take a look directly in front of the truck and start at the ground and work our way up, two tow hooks located right in the center. The bumper is broken into three sections. So if we ding one section of it up, we can simply replace that without having to do the entire bumper. We come on up and look at an aftermarket grille with a Summit Hauler badge right in the middle. Now, as we take a look at the hood, that is made of compressed fiberglass. Therefore, it is extremely tough and durable. As we go on up and take a look at the windshield, 2,500 square inches of glass, which brings us to another safety advantage. The visibility in this truck is simply amazing. Two things. One, we are already above traffic due to the height of the truck. And secondly, we can see not only what's coming in front of us, but at the sides as well. And finally, as we go on up, we see a row of orange lights to assist the truck in lighting itself up at night. As we take a look under the hood, that is the Cummins 8.9 liter engine, coupled with the Allison 3200 TRV transmission. This offers 360 horsepower and roughly 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. As you can see, things are color coordinated. So where we see the red, we're going to leave that for the Freightliner mechanics. But where we see yellow, that's stuff we can check in a pre-trip inspection. A couple of other things to note. This is a fuel water separator. Now, if we do leave lights on, something happens and we come out and the batteries are dead, we can jump start the vehicle using those ports right there. The batteries are located underneath the back seat. As we come on in and take a look at the tires, Those are Michelin 255 80 R22.5. One unique thing that the Summit Hauler conversion offers are these tire balancers. Those have BBs and a little bit of hydraulic oil in them. So as you pick up speed and as you gain momentum, that balances the entire rotating mass and therefore accomplishes three things. One, everything is safer if it is balanced. Two, it makes for a more comfortable ride. And three, it will extend tire life up to 40%. This truck is stock number 5N230692. As we take a look inside the driver's seat, both the driver and passenger are air ride. Those adjustments can be made right here. They can be heated as well, simply by pushing that button. This is for the lumbar system, so that lets air in and out of the back of the seat. We notice a pedal right underneath. That is to adjust the steering wheel while sitting in the driver's seat. When you go to start your truck, you're going to turn the key about halfway. Let those gauges go all the way over and back. Basically, it's resetting itself. And then go ahead and start the truck. As we take a look at the back seat, the back seat can be made down into a bed simply by pushing a button and then taken back up to the normal sitting position. I did check with the DOT and that does qualify as a bed. Now as we focus on the bed of the truck, it comes with 4-inch rails running along each side. I wanted to talk another safety advantage when we compare this to a pickup. This is the U-joint for this truck, one very similar. This is the U-joint for a 1-ton pickup. So I'll give you, pickups can tow a lot. They're made to tow a lot, but all that torque still goes through this. So what are the chances of the two holding up long term? The probability of this one holding up are substantially higher than this one. Therefore, the safety advantage falls to Freightliner. Now, as we focus in on the bed of the truck from the rear, and we'll start at the front and work our way back. Right up there is the backup camera. As we come on down, we notice 2 holes already pre-drilled. You can get an additional storage box, and that box basically runs like this. So by having these holes already pre-drilled, we can ship that right to your location and make installation very easy. As we come on back, we notice a trough is cut out of the bed. That is to help in hooking up the trailer. We've had numerous trade-ins come in with this all beat up back here. So by cutting that out of it, it prevents that. It comes with a gooseneck ball already. A high percentage of my customers purchase the Hensley hitch. Now that is a hitch that's on airbags. It's also known as the trailer saver. So when you're in your travels, the trailer is basically riding on air. This is where we hook up the lights for either the gooseneck or the fifth wheel trailer. As we come on down, this is the hookup for the Voyager system. It's the same system that the backup camera uses. So if you are in need of more cameras, you can simply hook them up right there. And finally, as we go down, we see a hitch for a bumper pull trailer. As we come on around, I would like to talk about the braking system this truck has and compare it to a pickup. As you know, Pickups come with hydraulic brakes. These come with air brakes. So let's say we have a small leak in both. On the hydraulic side, that fluid is just going to continue to leak out until we either replace it, or in worst case scenario, we go to hit those brakes and there's nothing there. Well, let's compare it to air brakes. If there is a small leak, we can simply keep replenishing that air until we get a chance to get that line replaced. The Freightliner warranty is 2 years, unlimited miles. The transmission comes with 5 years, unlimited miles, and 3 years, 36,000 miles on the conversion. As we take a look inside the passenger seat, again, that is air ride. The buttons and switches are identical to the driver's side. Underneath here gives us access to the cab air filters. As we take a look at the back seat from this angle, really demonstrates how much room and space is available in that truck. That, coupled with the fact that the Summon Hauler conversion has the softest, most comfortable seats on the market today, really makes those long journeys feel like nothing. Now let's crawl on in and take a closer look. And we will start by taking a shot directly in front. This basically confirms what I talked about on the outside. Notice how we are higher, so we are above traffic, and due to the amount of glass that is involved, we can see things coming at us. The backup camera is located right here. Air horn on that side. As we take a look at the gauges, we'll talk about a couple of them. These two are the air gauges. The top one is primary. That is strictly brakes. The bottom one, also known as secondary, monitors brake some. In addition to that, everything else, the air that's in the cab, seats, all that is monitored by the secondary. Down here is the engine brake. Now, this is an important one because when we compare it to pickups that have an exhaust brake, this is a true engine brake. So if you're coming down a sharp decline and you're towing, that's going to slow everything down. In a sense, you have 350 horses coming back at you. Therefore, it makes things safer for you and your family. In addition, the other drivers on the road as well. Automatic transmission. Right now we're in neutral with the brake on. When we're ready to start our travels, simply release the brake, R for reverse, D for drive, and we're on our way. Cruise control located there. Intermittent marker lights located there. This is traction control. This locks the differential. This is for rear air conditioning or heat. So this turns the fan on, and this blows either hot or cold air to the back of the cab. This is the dump valve, so that lets all the air out of the bed of the truck. You would use that when hooking up a trailer. Release the air, utilize the backup camera, makes hooking up the trailer very simple. This is the light test button. So basically by pushing that, all the lights on the exterior come on. So if you're by yourself, you can check to make sure everything is working before you start your journey. It comes equipped with air lines for a trailer if one is needed. We will install your glad hands for you, and you're all equipped and ready to go. This is the ARC trailer brake. Underneath here is a couple of charging ports. This dial is for the stereo, and climate control located right here. One common question I get is after the purchase of the truck, well, how do I take care of it after that? What kind of maintenance schedule is there? Well, basically there are two options when it comes to servicing the truck. the A and the B. And what you do is alternate them. And a lot of this depends on in terms of when you need to get your truck serviced and how you drive it. If you're going coast to coast, border to border, making those long journeys, 10,000 miles is more than enough. However, if you're big city and doing short, small trips, you're going to want to expedite that and make your services more regular. So the A service basically checks everything out. It goes through this entire checklist. Now this list is what our certified mechanics use as they are servicing a vehicle. So as you can see, it goes through these items right here and flip it over, and also goes through all of these. Now the B inspection is basically isn't quite as much. So what you do is alternate them. It basically changes the oils and the filters. So you do one of those, and the next time come through this one. And by doing your service regularly, sure helps not only maintain the vehicle, but it will help with longevity as well. Now as we look into the console, we can see more than ample storage room on the inside. So as we review, this is a 2023 Freightliner M2 106. The conversion is Summit Hauler. If you have any other questions, please feel free to call me at 303-684-3404. You can email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com, or for more information, simply click on the link below. Thanks for tuning in today.